Thank you for giving us the opportunity to present our analysis today. Our group have conducted a comprehensive review of your company, and today's presentation will walk you through our key findings, starting with an internal analysis, followed by an external assessment, and then we will give you creative strategy and strategy sustainability, also recommendations. So start from the internal analysis about SWOT. We do have a lot of strong strengths, especially for exclusive license supply chain. So PAR maintains a long-term partnership with Bain Pharmachem with an exclusive supply agreement extended to 25 years from the date of marketing authorization. Also, Bain is the only FDA-approved manufacturer of PPS. And then we do have clear brand strategy. So our company is about to initiate phase 3 clinical trials for its drug Zuloshu. So Zuloshu is expected to reach the market in less than 4 years. However, it's also like our weaknesses because we put a lot of time and money concentrated primarily in the phase 3, which remains on the research and development strategy. So it's highly dependent on capital markets and has yet to turn perfect. However, we do have a lot of opportunities, such as more than 50% of people over the age of 65 years have evidence of OA, and none of the medications currently available to treat OA. And also AI-driven development, we will introduce later because our another team member will introduce the creative strategy for AI as well. So for threats, it also operates in a competitive landscape with major companies pursuing alternative OA treatments. And then I will introduce another internal analysis. Due to the limited time, we will only analyze 4 key resources. The first 2 are high value resources, and according to the SWOT analysis, we all know they are rare and immutable, so it's like a sustainable, competitive. However, for the last one, the acquisition of pipeline, although it offers a distinct and long-term development options, other competitors can also pursue and acquire their company to expand. So it's not too much competitive for us. And for more importantly, to look outward at the external environment to understand, I will hand over to our team member to introduce to you.
Today I'll be walking through the key insights from our pestle analysis of the Australian biotech industry and highlighting what they mean for the sector's long-term strategic direction. Starting with the political landscape, as you can see on this slide, Australia provides a very strong institutional support for biotech. The government committed $650 million through the Medical Research Future Fund, which directly fuels medical research, drug development, and genomics. Combined with efforts to attract investment into sectors that already includes over 1,400 companies and is valued at more than $242 billion. This creates a very stable and well-funded environment for innovation. Politically, Australia is signaling that biotech is a national priority. Moving to the economic factors, the industry is in a phase of rapid expansion. As shown here, the biotech market was valued at $12.5 billion USD in 2024, and projections show almost doubling by 2033. The border life sciences sector has grown by 43% since 2019, with more than 2,600 organizations now operating across the country. This growth strengthens the overall ecosystem, improving talent availability, infrastructure, and Australia's appeal to global investors. On the social side, Australia ranks 5th globally for biotech innovation, which really stands out. This boosts international confidence and encourages collaboration. At the same time, demographic trends such as aging population and rising prescription use create higher demand for biotech solutions. However, these pressures also challenge the healthcare affordability, and this tension is something companies must manage carefully. Technological factors are perhaps the most exciting, especially with the rise of AI. Synthetic biology alone could generate $27 million by 2040, and Australia performs strongly on the Nature Index for research output. But the real game changer is AI. As highlighted on the slide, the global AI biotech market is expected to reach $22.7 billion by 2035, and 79% of Australian cell and gene therapy organizations believe AI will shape this strategy. AI-based clinical trials are growing at 41% annually, offering solutions to some of biotech's biggest problems, which include slow development timelines and low approval rates. This is where Australia can build a major competitive advantage. Environmental factors, however, pose challenges. Healthcare contributes to 7% of the national emissions, and the biotech labs use 3 to 5 times more energy than standard office spaces. This not only increases operational costs, but also creates pressure for companies to adopt greener practices, especially as sustainability becomes a competitive expectation worldwide. Finally, legally, Australia is making progress with regulatory efficiency. The 18.8 million one-stop shop for clinical trials aims to streamline approvals, while updates to the Privacy Act and R&D tax compliance help strengthen transparency and credibility. These changes matter because the clinical trials workforce include about 8,000 people, and regulatory clarity directly affects investor confidence. Overall, the Australian biotech industry is strong, fast-growing, and well-supported but it faces limitations in manufacturing capacities, regulatory complexities, and sustainability expectations. To address this, my recommendations focus on building a unified national biotech strategy, expanding biomanufacturing, and encouraging greener lab practices, and strengthening global R&D partnerships. Together, these strategies would help Australia protect its competitive edge and support sustainability long term.
The creative strategy chosen for Paradigm Biopharmaceuticals is to secure long-term competitive advantage by embedding artificial intelligence across its value chain. Rather than relying solely on incremental expansion, the company should reposition itself as a data-driven innovator, leveraging AI to accelerate discovery, optimize manufacturing, transforming clinical trials, and enhancing patient engagement. In drug discovery and repurposing, AI platforms can analyze vast molecular datasets, predict protein-ligand interactions, and identify novel therapeutic opportunities more efficiently than traditional methods. Machine learning models also enable drug repurposing, reducing development timelines and costs while increasing success rates. In manufacturing and quality control, AI-enhanced monitoring systems, including deep learning virus detection models, improve safety and reliability in biologics productions. Digital twins and reinforcement learning can optimize bioreactor conditions, reducing batch failures and align operations with Industry 4.0 standards. Clinical trials, AI transforms trial design by streamlining patient recruitment, predicting dropout risks, and integrating real-world evidence. This shortens cycle times, improves statistical power, and strengthens regulatory submissions, creating a competitive edge in speed and reliability. In patient-centric innovation, AI-powered apps and wearables personalize treatment, track adherence, and generate valuable outcome data. These tools enhance patient experience while providing Paradigm with evidence to negotiate stronger positions with payers and regulators. Paradigm's internal strengths provide a solid foundation for innovation. At the same time, external forces identified through PESTEL and industry analysis, including rising global demand for biotherapeutics, regulatory encouragement of digital transformation, and the rapid growth of AI in drug discovery, create a fertile environment for change. By aligning its internal capabilities with these external opportunities, Paradigm's creative strategy to embed AI not only leverages its operational momentum, but also positions the company to capture sustainable competitive advantage in a dynamic biopharmaceutical landscape. Paradigm's pivotal IPPS program for osteoarthritis can be strengthened through AI integration, as machine learning models improve trial design, patient recruitment, and endpoint monitoring, thereby increasing the likelihood of regulatory success and reducing development timelines.
This strategy also supports long-term sustainability by reducing R&D costs, shortening development timelines, and improving trial success rates through predictive analytics. Research shows that AI has the potential to save significant time and money across drug discovery and development. This is because AI can identify compounds faster and more accurately than humans, predict potential effects through large-scale data comparisons, and store testing data to reduce unnecessary procedures. As a result, the early discovery phase becomes more efficient and more cost effective. AI also enhances personalization through treatment and clinical trial design, especially in patient recruitment and monitoring. When AI monitors patients during trials, data collection becomes faster, cleaner, and more consistent, making it easier to adjust treatments in real time. AI can predict adverse effects earlier and optimize dosing strategies, helping drugs progress from phase 1 to phase 3 more quickly and safely. Environmental sustainability is another important consideration. The pharmaceutical industry faces pressure to reduce its overall ecological footprint, including energy consumption, emissions, water usage, and raw material waste. AI can support this by making the development process more efficient and reducing the time and energy required for decision making. By streamlining processes, AI directly contributes to lowering the industry's environmental impact. There is also a strong element of strategic resilience for companies that adopt AI. AI strengthens innovation, improves patient outcomes, and supports competitive positioning. Research shows that AI can also protect intellectual property, facilitate secure knowledge sharing, and provide actionable insights for industry stakeholders. These capabilities support both company-level sustainability and broader industry-wide progress. Finally, the main risk associated with AI in pharmaceuticals is its potential for high energy consumption, especially without clear implementation guidelines. However, successful adoption, particularly in manufacturing, can lead to major sustainability benefits. AI can reduce the drug discovery timeline from 3 to 6 years down to as little as 3 to 4 years. This boosts efficiency, reduces resource pressure, and supplies staff well-being by decreasing burnout during demanding research phases. With consistent and effective AI usage, the probability of molecules successfully passing all clinical phases could increase from 5 to 10% to 9 to 18%, demonstrating significant long-term value.